Dude, give me something, man. Something's definitely wrong with Biden. I saw the debate. Oh, you saw the debate last night, and now Biden looks a little incompetent. Well, yeah, I haven't seen him look this bad. Sweet, sweet little idiot. You think he developed dementia 1 hour before walking onto the stage last night? I hadn't really thought of it. No. The answer's no. Which means he's been showing it for years and they lied to you. Well, you got to think about it. If Joe Biden's incompetent, who got us into almost World War III with Russia so far? Who decided to keep our borders open? Who decided to give Ukraine $200 billion? Who decided that we were going to withdraw out of Afghanistan the way that we did and make ourselves look stupid? Who's driving the ship? Say it with me. Deep state. You're almost there. That's the swamp. You're almost there, but you're not quite there. Come around back and I'll tell you more. All my friends are going to hate me when I tell them.
It's The Who. Get it? And yeah, the same media that lied to us for the past 4 years about Biden's health, all saying the same thing at the same time, all in unison, is a coincidence. Welcome back. Beautiful and amazing human beings. My name is Zukradowski here of youtube.com/We Are Change. We got a lot of absolutely crazy and wild stuff to get into today. As of course, domestically, there's a lot of things unraveling, and the truth is finally coming out about a lot of the major issues in this country that are finally being dealt with, as it looks like the pressure is more and more on Joe Biden to step down, drop out, and of course no longer be a part of this larger political circus that we are all entangled in, whether we like it or not. What's going to be happening from Joe Biden with all the incredible mounting pressure right now? Well, we're going to be talking about that, plus a lot more, all here on this independent media organization. If you like the shirt that I'm wearing that reads Viva la Libertad, Carajo, you can get it on thebestpoliticalshirts.com. Every time you subscribe or every time you click the notification button, Atlas gets one treat. She's the official co-host here, as the clip that we played in the beginning of this broadcast looks like it was done by Ross Bennett. Now, I hope this is the guy. He has very few followers here on this platform. I think this is him. If it's not him, please let me know so we could properly attribute him. And if this is the amount of followers he has, we all got to follow him right now. As of course, his commentary is absolutely brilliant, especially when it comes to the incredible comedic humor that he brings everyone through his amazing satirical videos. We're going to make sure we properly attribute him, and you make sure you follow him, as of course supporting our meme makers, satirists, and comedians is more important than ever in a world that is becoming more convoluted, twisted up, and confusing, as today the New York Times ran an opinion guest piece that literally reads, quote, "The First Amendment is out of control," which Elon Musk decided to respond to by saying, quote, "The New York Times is attacking your freedom of speech." As yeah, the leading major cause of issue and concern is speech for some reason. People talking to each other. Yeah, bad. No, we can't let the rabble figure out what's really happening in this world. We can't let them openly and freely express their thoughts and opinions. That is the true bad thing in this world, which is an absolute ridiculous to take. Highlighting, in my opinion, how the establishment is in full panic mode and can no longer control the narrative. This as politicians are being cooked in real time on major social media platforms like Twitter with community fact checks and notes that calls out their lies in real time. This is now breaking news events are covered in a way that they never have been before, without the establishment and powerful people being able to spin them and manipulate them for their own sinister purposes, as what is done in the dark is finally coming out to the light, even with the kingpins and internationalists that are finally being called out for some of their very atrocious, horrible behavior, as Klaus Schwab is now being accused of harassment and abuse in the workplace. as his policies have done that to the general public. All of this as major leftist Democratic states are failing with every single marker of quality of life, as individuals and businesses flee their larger tax rackets and Ponzi schemes that they keep running on the local populations living in their jurisdictions. As today, California's largest insurer just gave the state government an ultimatum saying that if they don't allow them to increase their costs, they will soon leave the state fully. This has a lot of things that are being recalled, including fake meat seed oil burgers, which McDonald's now is confirming they have given up on trying to sell to the American people, as their meat-free burgers are no longer going to be a thing. As the U.S. president of McDonald's came out and said that he ditched it because customers do not want fake meat. Yeah, we don't want the bugs either, as well as all that socialism that comes with it. And of course, let's not forget the DEI, so extremely diverse, equity, and perverted liberation movement that also got somewhat of a major recall this June during Pride Month, as now major nationwide realtors are backtracking on their DEI funding, as the majority of them have slashed funding for Pride events after a lot of customers were complaining about what the hell were they doing. Hey, I'm trying to eat a burger here. I don't need to be told about frickin' furries and what they want to do and whose butts they want to sniff. Hey, I'm just trying to pick up some feed at Tractor Supply here as some furries trying to eat it. Stop with your woke nonsense. We're sick of it. And that is a rallying call that a lot of people are getting behind, that a lot of people are organizing and clearly saying enough is enough. And if you're one of those persons, you should sign up to lukeunfiltered.com, where we have a private, not so private community of really awesome and incredible individuals that get a lot of really cool things for signing up. This week, we have to give out 5 tickets to the Bitcoin conference. This is a huge value, by the way, a huge ticket. We're going to be giving that out just exclusively for members later on this week. As of course, you could also go get your tickets for the Bitcoin conference. And again, these tickets are expensive. They're like nearly $600. You could be one of the 5 people. Literally, we're giving away $2,500 worth of prizes this week for members of lukeunfiltered.com just by simply signing up. One of those members could be you, as of course, we're going to be telling you the details about how to enter. And we'll be telling members soon on how they could get their tickets in just a few moments from now. As of course, as a member, you also get the ability to call in to our live show and ask us questions. Yes, you heard that correctly. You get the ability to call in and be a part of our live podcast show. As last night, we had an incredible conversation with James Arthur Ray and what he had to say about Oprah, especially with his workings with her on The Secret, is absolutely fascinating and incredible. Again, top-notch, top-level, 2-hour live conversation happened yesterday, as we have another one coming up today, 6 p.m. Eastern here on this channel. So, of course, subscribe, click the notification button, and sign up to lukeunfiltered.com, because when you do, you also get the ability to get into the Telegram channel and then be able to call and be a part of the show. And it's awesome to see individuals call in. It's awesome to see individuals participate in the larger conversation that we have here. As of course, you could also just buy tickets for the Bitcoin conference by using promo code WRC. Get your tickets now. It's going to be an awesome, incredible conference that we're going to be at. As of course, our political system is becoming more convoluted and confusing by the day, as we got a new look at bronze Joe Biden last night, as the current president of the United States decided to give a 5-minute speech about his disappointment with the United States Supreme Court, where his campaign decided to literally paint him bronze in order to make him look like a strong, confident leader there. And I don't know if it worked.
Each of us is equal before the law. No one is above the law, not even the President of the United States.
Well, you know, his buddy there, Barack Obama, is someone who clearly is and clearly violated the law way more than Donald Trump. But is spray painting the old man going to be enough to, of course, keep him in the seat of power? Well, nope, as there are now multiple pieces against Not only Joe Biden, but Jill Biden today, as the Daily Mail has a very interesting article titled Bad Dr. Jill Biden Doesn't Give a Damn About America or Her Husband. The Daily Mail definitely isn't pulling any punches here as they go on and say, quote, she'll humiliate him till he can no longer take no more because she knows what will become of her next. Politico also has a very kind of eye-opening, very surprising article saying, quote, we've all enabled the situation. Dems turn on Biden. Inner sanctum post-debate. As even regime loyalists like Jake Tapper of CNN surprisingly blasted Joe Biden, even quoting George Orwell, describing, quote, Orwellian tactics that are trying to convince the general public not to believe what they saw with their own eyes. Very strong, pointed, aggressive words towards this current regime that CNN and other corporate media institutions literally helped put in power. Now, those same institutions are tearing him down as there's a lot of donors. There's a lot of big money players that are now threatening to pull the plug on Joe Biden if he doesn't resign, as a lot of people are furious. A lot of people are now backing out of supporting him, and a lot of major media personalities are coalescing, organizing, and trying to think of a strategy that could kick him out of the presidency. As The Guardian is also reporting that there's Democratic governors that are waiting in the wings, just seeing an opportunity, seeing a situation for themselves to, of course, allow them to rise in power. As Newsweek didn't hold any punches as they released a piece by Tim Ryan that literally reads, Kamala Harris should be the Democratic nominee for president in 2024, highlighting the first prominent Democrat that lined up behind Kamala Harris to replace him on this upcoming ticket. Now, this is Congressman Tim Ryan, a major Democrat here, fracturing away from the political lines that no longer are speaking in unison, that no longer are working together, which is highlighting a clear crisis that the Democratic Party is dealing with. As the New York Times also released another piece by Bill Maher saying that he wants an open convention, as the Financial Times are literally describing the situation unfolding right now and how the Democrats could soon replace Joe Biden in an open convention. As Tucker Carlson, I think, has the best kind of take here and just simply putting and saying Biden is done. Bet on it. Quote, too many prominent Democrats have suggested he's brain damaged. They can't walk that back. They have to remove him, and they will. The only question is when. If they're smart, they'll do it immediately. If Kamala's going to be the nominee, she might as well be the president first. Then going on and describing a very dangerous situation that soon might see Donald Trump in jail, someone that a lot of people already see as the presumptive president of the United States, which would be, of course, a very serious political escalation. As Tucker Carlson goes on and says, quote, we're in legitimate danger. Democrats, quote, need to pull back. Will they? Well, that's another question, but it looks like tensions have just been eased as we got the breaking news that Donald Trump's July 11th sentencing has been delayed after Donald Trump's legal team, along with the prosecutors, agreed with postponing it after the Republican National Convention that will be happening in, of course, Milwaukee. And it looks like a lot of people are preparing for a Donald Trump presidency, including NATO, including Ukraine, that's working with our current government that is trying to, quote, Trump-proof Ukrainian aid that they want to make sure will keep flowing, even if Donald Trump becomes the next president of the United States. This, as one of his major supporters and former cabinet members, is just reporting for prison and will be dealing with a prison sentence based on politically trumped up charges. This, as the balance of power has definitely shifted here as the world kind of awaits the next major move by the Democratic political party and establishment. What will that next move be? How quick will, of course, it be carried out? What will the transition mean for this upcoming political season? Well, only time will tell, but there's a very dangerous gambit, especially with all the uncertainty unfolding right now, that It's definitely coming to quote ahead. What do you think is going to happen next? Let me know down in the comment section below. See you guys at the Bitcoin conference. Again, it's going to be a really fun conference. Promo code WRC for tickets. And sign up to lookunfiltered.com. Call in to the show later on today, 6 p.m. Eastern, here on youtube.com/wearechange. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for your support, and this is why I love you guys. Stay tuned for more here on wearechange.org.